11:59 on this Halloween, Halo's Eve, Sam Hain, Day of the Dead, you know, hour. How everybody doing? I'm feeling good for no reason at all, radiating, operating, vibrating, emanating, being the highest illustration and the best version of oneself at this current moment. You hear me? Of the best version of my current self at this moment. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all, radiating, operating, vibrating, emanating in the highest illustration, being the best example and best version of oneself. You hear me? We raising up our energy, you know. If you're here, I know you've been raising up your energy. If you new, you know, and visiting, start bringing up your energy. You know, it's important. It's important, especially if you've been through enough. Whatever your enough may be, if you've been through enough, you know the importance in bringing your energy up, keeping your energy up, cultivating, you know, what you consider your energy to be. It's only two type of frequencies. It's really only one type of frequency on the planet, but it displays itself according to one or two rates of vibrations. I'm gonna say it again. It's really only one frequency on the planet, but depending on how we vibrate, the rate of vibration we operating on, it can appear in one or two ways. You know, I say that to say you either got a God-like frequency or you a devil-like energy. Ain't no other way to put it. And the only way to put it is how it is. You know, ain't no better time than right now for us to start calling it like it is. Because if we ain't calling it like it is, we making it something else it ain't. And then at the same time, sometimes, depending on what we observing, you can't call everything what it is. So sometimes some things you're gonna have to call it like you want to see it. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it, and it's so important. You know, this is so important. Some things, I'm gonna repeat that again. Some things you can't call like it is. If it's something negative, a lot of times you gotta speak to it as you would want it to be, not like it is, because you just keep the ball rolling. Oh man, what I'm saying is so important, and words don't teach. So sometimes it ain't no way to show us things that my mind is showing me to show us something. You hear me? But we either got God-like frequency or we a devil-like energy. And they ain't telling us nothing we don't know. We all grown up and old enough to know, you know, exactly one from the other. You know, right from left. You know, what's wrong and what's not. What's pure and what's not. So forth and so on. Hot and cold, you know, light and dark, and all that other good stuff, you know. But it's time that we see it for what it is, no matter who it is, no matter who it is, no matter where it show up, no matter how it show up. Cause if we ain't standing for something, and what show up, we falling for anything and what show up. And I say that like that because it ain't always somebody else, man. I could go anywhere I could go anywhere that social media is being displayed and and see somebody being used. See somebody being used to keep the attention off of the person who using, the person who being used as the attention, for the attention. I'm gonna say that again to clean it up a little bit. You can go anywhere on the internet and see somebody using somebody else to get attention in the form of distraction, to keep the attention off of them for whatever reason. See, because everybody else dirt. Everybody else dirt. It's somebody else entertainment. But what about our own? Everybody else dirt. If it's some dirt being used for entertainment, except our own. Everybody dirt is being used as something to talk about, except our own. But this is the year of exposure. You know, am I the only one? You know, am I the only one? And I know I ain't the only one. That the Cosmic Consciousness family and Soul Tribe the only ones? Are we the only ones out here butt naked? You hear me? Are we the only ones out here butt naked in the world, full of people with clothes on, thinking they high? And we out here butt naked and transparent, you know, being our being our most beautiful self, you know, through some of our ugly ways. You hear me? Cause it ain't all one way, it ain't all the other. We being our most beautiful self, you know, authentically us. Cause everybody don't know how to be themselves. So those that do, and those that are good at it, we become examples for others. You know, so we out here being our beautiful self, you know, through all our ugliness. Cause that's how we shed. That's how we get better. That's how we heal the layers. That's how we grow and expand. You know, that's how we transmute and transform. That's how we unfold into something greater. You know, or into that greatness that we are in essence. You know, it's a process. It ain't always somebody else. You know, it ain't always somebody else. So, if it ain't always somebody else, what does it take to hold yourself accountable? What does it take to hold yourself accountable? Now, I can see the accountability I hold unto myself by the type of discussions that I come sit here and I have with those who you know, sit with me and be willing to, you know, converse with me. What type of accountability do you hold on yourself? That's an important question, because you can only answer that according to the type of accountability you hold upon yourself. But the most important question is, what type of accountability do you hold other people to? What type of accountability do you hold to people? That's the most important question. And it's really not the most important question. You know, it's the least important question. But the reason that it's the most important question is because we have a habit to project our objectivities, externalize before we internalize them. You know, but the internal process occurred first before the externalized process. But it just happens so quick that most of us don't know it. We think it be happening the other way around. That's why we're in the ass backwards ass world. You hear me? We believe we believe the external to be the essence of reality before the internal. We believe the material to be the essence of reality before the spiritual. We believe the seen to be the essence of reality before the unseen. We believe matter to be the essence of reality before the mind. And ain't nothing made in the form of matter, appear before mind. But by way of mind, everything that we see in the world of matter has appeared by way of mind. So when they say what came first, the chicken or the egg, I just came through to talk to us a little bit tonight, man. Say a little something. You can only hold people accountable according to the accountability that you hold upon yourself. And if you hold the others more accountable than you holding yourself, you're a fucking hypocrite. You need to stop that. Yeah. You need to stop that. We all representations of God, even if we moving in the devil-like nature. Most of us, even if we moving from a dark-like nature, and most of us started from some pretty dark things. Most of us came through some pretty dark situations. Everybody wasn't right we came from, and everybody wasn't wrong that we came through. If you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. But most of us started from some pretty dark situations to get to where we at now. And a lot of times, if we so focus on it's easy to get so focused on more, and forget the process of progress that we have accomplished up until the point that we find ourselves in at the moment. It's been a long road, I know, and ain't nowhere near where I started, and ain't near where at where I intend. It's always gonna be room for more, but appreciate it right now. No matter what level we find ourselves on, we're always gonna be looking at the next. When you get there, you're always gonna be looking. Relax, chill, chill, man. We spend too much time. We spend too much time in places that we don't even have to be if we learn to just sit back, appreciate the journey, be more aware of how things show up. It's a vibrational world. It's an energetic world. And it's all kind of beings on the planet covered in flesh, and some not. If you know, you know. We ain't gonna open up no worms, cause I ain't here to argue with nobody belief systems up. Cause this ain't about no belief system. This about experience. You've experienced, or you have experienced, or you don't. As simple as that. You hear me? But you the proof. You the proof. You the proof, regardless of your belief system, regardless of your faith. You gonna be the proof. Your proof, or you not. Or you not. Cause all those who will be their own proof will definitely be an example to somebody, for somebody, somewhere. But regardless of where we came from or how we got here, what it took for us. If we still here, that's something to be grateful for. I'm thankful that I'm alive, man. That's a win. You hear me? That's a win. If you woke up today, that's a win. You know. And one thing life taught me is to learn how to lose. Cause in learning how to lose, you know, everything will win. Everything will win. After knowing how to lose. After knowing, if you don't listen, you're gonna miss it. After knowing how to lose, everything will win. See, it's not about losing anything at all. It's just a mentality. It's just a discipline of a type of mentality that we have to cultivate and culture ourselves to have in the midst of uncomfortable times, events, unwanted events and circumstances. It's a type of mentality that's gonna be required. You hear me? So I don't care what nobody say. We all representations of God, even if we move in our devilish nature. But the thing is to not stay there, cause I know what's staying there. I know what I call down there look like. We ain't trying to go back. We ain't trying to go back down there. For y'all that know who been around for a minute, y'all know what I'm talking about. We ain't trying to go back down there. You hear me? We trying to stay up here. we trying to stay up here where we can see above the clouds. You hear me? Even when it get a little windy, you know, where we can see where we can stay in contact with the sun. You know, even when it get a little cloudy, we still know that light shining on the other side. You hear me? For real. I'm talking about mind states. We ain't trying to go back down there. You heard? But yeah, man. Continue to redefine ourselves. Continue to find ways to reshape ourselves. Continue to find ways to get better. Always search deeper in knowing oneself. You know. It's an unfoldment. It's an unfoldment. I found myself, man. It's an unfoldment. Don't ever think you know more than you do, man. It's an unfoldment, man. I learn something every day. I possess a lot of knowledge. I possess a lot of wisdom because I've had a lot of experiences. But I don't know nothing. I don't know nothing. You hear me? That's the alchemy. And for those that get it, get it. Other than that, feel good for no reason at all. I just came through to come through. I know some of y'all know I would. You hear me? I'm glad y'all bet on me, cause it's better to bet on me than bet against me. You know. And with that, are you ready this time? Are you ready this time? Because we need to show the world who are we as God. With that, I love y'all. My name is Sawu. Salute to the Common Conscious Family and Soul Tribe. Salute to peekaboos and passerbys. Thanks to the new subscribers. You who comment, you who pose questions, you who drop pieces of your testimony. I appreciate that because it gives other watchers, it gives other viewers, you know, it gives other members a chance to learn something from y'all. You know, y'all be saying things that touch other people too. It ain't just me. It's a we thing. It's not a me thing. You hear me? That's what cosmic consciousness is all about. You hear me? Other than that, as I said before, man, we gonna finish better than we started. I love y'all. My name is Sawu. Peace.